In the glittering world of K-dramas and Hallyu stars, very few duos have captured the hearts of fans the way Junho and Im YoonA have. Their on-screen chemistry in King the Land lit up television screens across the world, making fans fall in love with their laughter, their sincerity, and the unspoken bond that radiated from every shared glance. But what has taken fans completely by surprise is the way their dynamic has transcended the screen, leaving people wondering if there's more to their connection than meets the eye. And recently, it seems Junho has done something so unexpected, so heart-stopping, that it left even YoonA herself speechless. To everyone tuning in right now, welcome back, and thank you so much for joining today's exciting deep dive. You all have been the reason this channel keeps growing, and your endless love for these stars keeps the discussions vibrant and alive. So buckle up, because what I'm about to share will have you smiling, blushing, and maybe even holding your breath as we uncover the beautiful moment when Junho shocked Im YoonA with a gesture that fans cannot stop talking about. It all started during a recent public appearance where both stars were present. The event itself was buzzing with energy, filled with reporters, flashing cameras, and the kind of anticipation that only two top stars could generate. As usual, YoonA walked in with her elegance that seemed effortless, radiating a charm that makes it impossible for people not to notice her. Junho, on the other hand, carried his signature charisma, that mixture of quiet confidence and warmth that makes him such a beloved figure in the entertainment world. When the two finally stood together side by side, the crowd was already electrified. But no one was prepared for what Junho would do next. The gesture itself wasn't loud or over the top. It wasn't staged, rehearsed, or done for show. Instead, it was simple yet powerful. Something that carried sincerity and affection so raw that it instantly became unforgettable. As the two stars were preparing for a group photo, YoonA seemed momentarily caught off guard by the surge of media attention surrounding them. Just as she adjusted her posture and tucked a loose strand of hair behind her ear, Junho stepped closer, leaned in slightly, and gently fixed the hem of her dress that had caught on her shoe. It was an intimate act, quiet yet thoughtful, the kind of gesture that only someone truly observant and caring would notice in the midst of chaos. The cameras went wild. Flash after flash captured the moment, and in that instant, the room seemed to freeze. YoonA turned to him with wide eyes, completely speechless, her lips parting as if to say something but finding no words. For a woman as composed and graceful as YoonA, it was rare to see her stunned into silence. Yet in that small act of kindness, Junho revealed not just attentiveness, but also a layer of closeness that words could never fully express. Fans who witnessed it firsthand shared that the atmosphere shifted entirely. It was no longer about the glamour of the event or the celebrity status they carried. It became about a genuine human connection that transcended the spotlight. People began whispering, asking themselves if they had just seen a glimpse of something real, something unspoken but undeniably tender between the two. And YoonA's reaction sealed it. Her eyes softened, her laughter slipped out nervously, and for a brief moment, she seemed like any woman caught off guard by a gesture that touched her heart more deeply than she could have anticipated. Of course, the internet exploded. Within minutes, clips of the gesture flooded social media platforms. Fans began dissecting every angle, every expression, every subtle movement. Some argued that it was just a polite gesture, while others insisted it was far too intimate to be brushed aside as casual. Hashtags pairing their names started trending, with fans calling it one of the sweetest interactions they had ever witnessed between the two. "That's not acting anymore," one fan wrote, while another said, "You don't look at someone like that unless there's something real." But beyond the speculations and the endless fan theories, what struck people the most was the genuine nature of it all. Junho didn't do it for the cameras. He didn't call attention to it or make a spectacle. Instead, he noticed something small, something no one else had, and instinctively stepped in to make sure YoonA was comfortable. That kind of attentiveness, that depth of care, is what makes the gesture unforgettable. And let's be honest, YoonA's reaction only made it sweeter. She's known for her professionalism, for always keeping her composure. Yet in that moment, she was visibly flustered, almost shy. Fans replayed the clip over and over just to catch the way her eyes darted away, the way her smile couldn't quite hide her surprise, and the way her body language softened in his presence. It wasn't just that Junho did something kind, it was the fact that it touched her so deeply, leaving her speechless in front of the world. Some insiders even shared that YoonA continued to look a little dazed throughout the rest of the event, sneaking glances at Junho as if still processing what had just happened. And Junho, he acted as if nothing out of the ordinary had occurred, his usual calm demeanor intact, which only fueled more excitement from fans. Was it a quiet declaration? Was it a subtle way of showing affection without words? The questions swirled endlessly, but one thing was clear. This moment was now etched into the hearts of fans forever. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Those who have followed both stars closely know that their bond has always been unique. During the filming of King the Land, countless behind-the-scenes clips showed how naturally they interacted, laughing together, teasing one another, and sharing unspoken glances that spoke volumes. Their chemistry was so palpable that even fellow cast members commented on how effortlessly they clicked. So when something like this happens in real life, it doesn't feel like coincidence. It feels like an extension of a bond that's already been built. Fans around the world are now drawing parallels between their on-screen romance and their off-screen dynamic. They point out that Junho's character in the drama often showed love through actions rather than words, being protective and attentive in subtle ways. And now, fans are saying that art is imitating life, or perhaps life is imitating art. No matter how you look at it, there's something undeniably captivating about the way Junho treats YoonA. It's not about grand gestures or dramatic declarations. It's about the little things, the quiet attentiveness that reveals more than words ever could. And for YoonA to be left speechless, that's telling. She has faced countless situations in her career, stood on the biggest stages, faced the brightest spotlights, yet here was one moment that managed to take her by surprise. As the buzz continues to grow, fans are already dreaming of what might come next. Could this be the beginning of something beyond friendship? Or is it simply a reflection of the deep respect and fondness they have for each other as colleagues? The truth may remain known only to them, but what's undeniable is the magic they create together, both on and off the screen. For now, one thing is certain. Lee Junho's gesture has written a new chapter in the story of these two stars. It reminded everyone watching that sometimes the most powerful expressions of affection come not in words, but in actions, quiet, thoughtful, and heartfelt. And it reminded fans why they fell in love with this duo in the first place. So to all of you watching and reading along right now, what do you think? Was this just a kind gesture between friends? Or did we just witness something much deeper? Share your thoughts, because one thing is for sure. The moment Lee Junho shocked Im YoonA with a simple yet breathtaking act of care will remain unforgettable. It's a reminder of how love, whether romantic or platonic, often reveals itself in the most unexpected ways. Thank you so much for joining today's deep dive. Your support means everything, and I can't wait to hear your opinions in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with other fans who can't get enough of Lee Junho and Im YoonA's heart-stopping interactions. Because if one thing is clear, it's that the story between these two is far from over, and every moment only brings us closer to believing in something truly special.